All right. First things first. Let's get the homemade hand sanitizer going. Made with aloe vera and rubbing alcohol. So if you got some rubbing alcohol and aloe vera, you could make you some hand sanitizer. I'm gonna make a video showing my method, how I do it, and you could do the same. Do it how you want to do it. So I was tracking the coronavirus pretty early. I was watching what was going on in China. I was very concerned, and when I saw that it hit the states, I started to prepare. Nothing crazy, just buying a little extra water bottle here and there. I usually don't buy bottled water because I use filters, but I said let me start buying some water bottles and stocking up. Also, I bought rice and beans. And my brother, he was like, that's all you got, you know? And now at this point, he didn't buy nothing, you know what I mean? But I said, nah, I'm just going to get the staple and then you build around it. So rice and beans is important because they store. They store without refrigeration. Just keep them dry and they'll store for a long time. They'll store for months, in some cases years, right? And it'll provide you with, a good meal, good nutrition for the most part. So once I got that out the way, I built around it, right? So you got the breads and you get your meats and, the different things, your peanut butter, your jelly, your fruits and your vegetables, all the things that you might not have had. But you got to be resourceful, and being resourceful in these type of times is very important. One thing you don't want to do is be a person that falls victim to hearsay and conspiracy theories and these things. That shit is bullshit. You got to be aware and well aware that whatever's going on, you don't know where it's coming from. You ain't down with the CIA or the FBI or Homeland Security. You're not privy to anything. Everything is theory and speculation. I have my speculation, and we'll see what happens in the future with this. But I don't know, and so when you speak to people, you got to be responsible and say, listen, here's my theory. Here's what I'm speculating. Here's what they're saying it is. Take precaution. You need to move like it is what they say it is. Keep your hands clean. Stay from outside, right? You see what happened is going on in Italy. 800 people died today in Italy, right? 600 yesterday. So, that's 10,000. That's going to be close to 10,000 in 10 days if it keeps escalating at this point, because it's going up. It hasn't dropped off yet. Yesterday was like, oh, it's our biggest day, 600 people dead, and then now today, now 800. So what's it going to be tomorrow? 1,000 die. They're light on respirators. They're light on gloves. All type of medical supplies and medical equipment and medicines and drugs. They're messed up. And when the Chinese came as consultants, the first thing they said is, your lockdown is too lax. So your lockdown is on some bullshit. You got to lock these people down. No, you can't walk the dog. No, you can't go, you can't be in the park playing frisbee and hanging out. No. They're not locking down. They still meeting and greeting, and they just not at the cafe. They're at the park. They're in the hotel lobby. They're in the courtyard of the apartment complex. They're on the street, on the park bench. These motherfuckers is, playing around. No, now's the time to lock the fuck in. And you know what? Do some of the things that you said you wanted to do, but you never have time, right? So attack that junk drawer, because I know you got one. I know you got a junk drawer or a drawer full of old mail or whatever. Sit there and take the time to go through that and sort that shit out. Go through your closet, get rid of some of the stuff that you're not gonna wear. Some of that stuff you're fooling yourself that you're gonna lose weight and be able to fit into. Get rid of it or store it away somewhere else. Organize your life, or take the time to meditate. A lot of us, would like to meditate, but we feel we don't have time, and it takes a while to get up your meditation muscles, right? So now you got time. You don't gotta, go to work. My job, they're trying to figure out a way to make us work, They want to work. They don't like this whole lockdown idea, but take the time, meditate, take care of yourself, connect with your friends and family in a more realistic way, in a deeper way, start writing that novel that you said you were going to write. Try some things, but be resourceful and stay out the street. Stay out the grocery stores. The grocery stores is where the coronavirus lives. Walmart is where coronavirus lives. Everybody is descending on Walmart. Where do you think you will, if you sat there and was given tests at Walmart, of everybody walking in there, coronavirus is up in there. Coronavirus is in Walmart. Coronavirus is in Stop and Shop. It's in ShopRite. Now, we're here in New Jersey, right? We on lockdown. This is, I don't know, it's like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Lockdown number 1. I'm just finishing doing some laundry. I'm about to take it down for the night, get some good sleep. Man, I'm going to get some motherfucking sleep. Inshallah, I'll get some good sleep. I'm taking the time to organize my life and spend time with my son. Yesterday I took him to see his mother and his sisters and his little baby brother. I said, spend the day, have fun, because I knew today we were going on lockdown. Now, how did I know? I pay attention. I watch the press releases every day from the governor, right? He comes out every day. He has something to say. He's given the state of New Jersey, the state of affairs, what's going on. I watch New York. Trump usually comes out with one. And I watch our governor here in New Jersey, right? Phil Murphy. So based off of his language of yesterday, how he was saying, he's going to tighten the screws of the lockdown, saying we've already, started one process with the curfew. All businesses that are non-essential have to close at 8. So he said he's tightening up. And then as I seen, New York go on lockdown. So, okay. Then Connecticut. All right. We're next. And like Connecticut went on lockdown, but we have the 4th largest amount of people with coronavirus, right? And, and we're not too far behind California. California got 50 million people. We only got 9 or 10, and you could fit New Jersey inside California probably 50 times, but we're the most densely populated city or state, right? It's a state that's really just a big ass city. So, I knew we were going on lockdown. I thought we should have went much sooner, but, we went on lockdown. So you can't just be on social media watching a bunch of goofy stuff and listening to people like me pontificate and talk shit and swallow spit and, not see what the officials are saying, see what our elected official, what the government is saying, see what the news is saying. You got to plug in and be safe, right? They're saying we're all going to get it, but you don't want to get it now. If I'm going to get it, let me get it in fucking August when they could hook me up to 2 respirators at the same damn time. And there's plenty of gloves and masks, and I could, cool out and recover in comfort if I have to be, sent to ICU. If it's not just a mild case and I just, sneeze a couple times and just, shake that shit off, sip some hot tea with lemon, you know. I don't want to get it now while it's a goddamn shit show. So stop spreading lies, stop spreading bullshit. Get out the street. I plan to go out to Weekway Park tomorrow and walk around the lake. But I fear that everybody and their mother are going to be doing that. So I might play on this side of the park and just hang out by like the tennis courts or walk around over there, just off the beaten path. So I'm not like, you don't want to be running behind people, you got to think, the virus is particles, right? Very small, tiny, tiny particles, right? They talk about droplets, but they're not just in droplets. It's also in vapor and other forms. Now, I've seen a plastic bag catch in the wind and watch this bag dance in the air for goddamn an hour, and just another gust of wind brings it up. So I say that to say these droplets could hang out in the air and float around in the air, much longer. So even though you're keeping 6 feet of separation and, you have to worry about somebody coughing or sneezing, which is really expelling a lot of that, stuff, the virus, someone could cough and 10 minutes later, that shit could still be floating, right? Now, the doctors say that's possible, but it's not that likely you will catch it that way, but you still can. So, you just have to be safe and take these type of precautions. Don't let no one force you into feeling like you're doing too much. If you see my other video, you see how I mask up with the mask and the shield and everything like that. People looking at me like I'm crazy, but I'm looking at them like they're crazy, because I don't want to be drowning in my mucus, which is basically what pneumonia is. You drowned in your fucking lung fluid, and you're sitting there sipping little sips of air because your lungs can't expand. There's nowhere to go. It's full of fluid. The air you do get in there, it's cutting the volume of your lungs down 75%, 80%. You're trying to live on 20% of lung volume. And they got to put you on that respirator and pump pure oxygen up in you just to kind of compensate for that shit. That shit is not cool. So, let's think smart. It's going to be interesting moving forward. We out of work. There's no checks coming. Rent is due in a week and a half. All type of goofy shit going on. Car notes are due. Car insurance is due. We black. We don't got no savings. We don't got savings. We just got, we week to week, month to month. I work hard to keep A1 credit, and I think that's just about to go out the goddamn window. Because, and it's just whatever. But the main priority over, the great thing about this country is you could always get back what you lose. You could lose everything in a fire, and in 6-7 months you're damn near whole again. You can get everything back in this country. So my credit goes bad, fuck it. So yeah, so be safe. Keep your goofy ass hands clean. Stay out the streets. Don't listen to dumb conspiracy theories. Our melanin, our water melanin is not going to keep you safe. from the coronavirus. Don't believe that. Don't believe that for a minute. It's going to have you fucked up. You know? All right, peace out. We'll talk tomorrow. Later.